नमस्कार, मैं डॉक्टर नवनिधि के वाधवा स्वागत करती हूँ आप सबका ट्यूसडे टॉक टेल्स में। और जैसे कि मैंने आपको पहले भी हर बार बताती हूँ कि ये जो हमारा सीजन 1 है, इसमें हमने इनवाइट किया है ऑल द यंग अचीवर्स, kids who are doing lot of stuff for themselves and for the society also. So I am today very happy and delighted to have Vaibhavi. She is an amazing girl. She is in grade 10th from Dream City, Mumbai, and she is a athlete. And with that, she loves photography. And there is lot of things which she has done during this pandemic where we all were sitting at home, but this little girl, grown up girl, I would say, she has helped her grandfather's NGO by collecting funds and distributing phones and iPads and all that stuff, so that kids who are little not privileged like us, they can also attend online school. So Vaibhavi, when I'm reading your introduction and introducing you, I am getting goosebumps. A girl at your age thought so much for the society, and you yourself is a big achiever. I mean, she has won a lot of medals and trophies. So I want Vaibhavi to introduce yourself in your own way so that it's a justice to your achievements. Vaibhavi, over to you.
Hi. So
Hi.
I'm Vaibhavi Parihar, and I live in Mumbai and I study in Singapore International School. I'm just a regular kid, and I enjoy playing sports like football, and I compete in competitions for it, like in athletics and football as well. And I have other interests as film, and I have also trained for Bharatnatyam for almost 6 years now.
Wow. So, I would like, to add on to this, because she is not telling it, that her grandfathers run an NGO called Kaki, Kaki, Foundation, and in a small village in Satna, MP. Students there have no access for digital education. So to help them, she has collected fund around 1,37,000, and she has arranged like 10 tablets. So this is commendable, Vaibhavi. I am so touched. As I said, I am getting goosebumps when I was going through your this thing. So how this idea came to you? I mean, what was the inspiration behind it?
So it was just a casual day, and I was talking to my grandfather, and he was asking me questions about how online school works and my opinion about it. And later on, he told me that the school he is running in Satna, it's called Anupam Public School. The students there, they really want to continue studying and learn, but they don't have the resources available to study because of the pandemic. So I got this idea where I could raise funds by collecting. My aim was to collect 2 lakhs and also all tablets which are in good condition. So, and these tablets would have preloaded material because the village does not have access to internet at all times. And currently, I've raised around 1,37,000, and I'm still in the process to collect more tablets. So that's how it started.
That's awesome. That's awesome. मैं तो सबको बोलूंगी कि सबको इंस्पिरेशन लेना चाहिए, छोटा हो चाहे बड़ा हो, टू डू समथिंग इन द सोसाइटी. एंड who is your role model, Vaibhavi?
So I don't have a specific role model because I am actually inspired by everyone in different ways. Like, for example, my mom, I admire how caring and helpful she is. And then my dad, about how hardworking he is, or like my grandfather, how generous he is, and how he started an organization and opened schools for children. So I do not have a specific role model.
So about your mom, I can also vouch that she's very caring and she's the warmest person I have met. You know, one of the warmest person. She's amazing. Um, so I want to know about sports. You are into sports, you know. So tell us more about your achievements and how you started, when you realized, when you or your parents realized that okay, you are, that is it, what you can, you know, be amazing at.
So, I always played sports from a young age, but since fifth grade, I started training with a coach. So my coach, which is Hiten sir, he trains me for athletics. He approached me on sports day, and that's when it started. And from sixth grade, I started competing. I was Initially, I was very nervous and anxious during competitions, and gradually I gained confidence and I became better at it. And for football, I actually got inspired by my brother because he was a part of our football team, school football team. And I watched many football games with him, and that's how I started playing football. And now I've been to two nationals for football called the SGFI.
Wow, that's amazing. So who supports you? I mean, the most in the house for
My
your.
mom supports me the most for sports.
Okay. So in what way? When you say my mom, so what way she supports you?
So when I'm very exhausted or when I feel like giving up, she pushes me to go for my training and continue participating in the competitions. And she encourages me before my competitions. And she's always there with me when I go to my competition to
Okay.
support me.
That's great. That's awesome. So what are your hobbies beside your big achievements and you are contributing to the society? Beside that, what are your hobbies? What you want to, how you spend your time?
So one of my hobbies are photography or film, and
Okay.
I really enjoy film because there's so much you can capture, and there's so many techniques which you can experiment with. And film, it's not only a hobby, but there's also you can send out a message with film as well through photographs or short films and videos.
Okay. So what you want to do in future, as in there is always a dream or a desire to become some, you know, choose some profession. So what you think you want to go into?
So currently, I'm not very sure about what I specifically want to do with my future, but I'm
Okay.
sure my future would definitely consist of something in which I'd like travel the world and social activities
Wow,
for the society. That's one of my main focuses.
that's amazing. That's that's a good thing. I mean, you travel, you work, and you are contributing to the society. You know, I always believe, Vaibhavi, that contribution is like inhale and exhale. When you inhale, means you are achieving something in your life. When you exhale, as in you are contributing to the society. So this is like a cycle. If we only inhale, we suffocate. You know, so that's the way it is. It the circles get completed. Inhale and exhale, which I have learned from my mom, and that's an amazing idea which she gave me when I was a child. So I am really glad, you know, that today your generation is already into that loop of contributing to the society, and I'm so amazed to hear your ideas of future, that you want to travel but you also contribute to the society. That's wonderful. And I want to know that now everything is online. So how uh, you are enjoying your school? Is you felt it's better offline or online? How it is? And what
So
are your
it's a new experience for me, and it was exciting, but it was challenging as well, and it does get exhausting during the day. I do miss physical school and playing sports and meeting up with my friends, but I don't mind studying from home as well.
yeah? There are some plus and minus in all the things, right? So there is a guitar behind you, which I can see. Do you play guitar?
No, my brother plays the guitar. I used to play the piano.
Okay. So, you are good in sports, you have to, but everything needs practice and time. So now it's like everything is come to a standstill because of the pandemic. But when like till last year, so how you were balancing your studies and sports, because there is a lot of time which you need to give to sports also, to perform in sports. And you are so good at studies also, because I know the pink cards you get every time. So how do you create that balance, that's what I want to understand. I want audience, all the kids who are watching and the elders who are not very good in balancing their time, so this can be a good understanding for all of us.
So, for sports, I usually train after school for athletics, thrice, 3 times a week. And for football, I used to train in the morning with my team, twice a week. And on weekends, I also had practice outside school. So it does definitely get really exhausting and tiring. But once you get in the flow and once you enjoy what you're doing, it's not very difficult. And sports is something I enjoy. So it's not difficult at most of the time, but also because my parents are there to continuously push me. So that helps me focus both on sports and academics.
And one thing which I'm not good at sports. I have never tried also. But I have always heard one thing, that when you are into some sports, then it teaches you many things, like letting go of team spirit. Do you agree to it? How participating in the sports have changed you as a person? I mean, you started from fifth grade, you said, so you must have seen some change in your behavior or in your attitude. So if you remember something, you can share.
So playing with a team, it definitely developed my team working skills, and also like gain trust between each other. So that is something I enjoy about football, where whereas in athletics it's all individual. So during competition it does get um, you do get a little anxious. So it also brought more discipline into my life, like eating more healthy before a competition and also throughout the year because you're training almost every day. So that's something I learned and I continue with.
Okay. So you have mentioned, like, when you are playing individually, like athlete. So there is some anxiety factor which you mentioned. So how you deal with it? There is any specific thing you do, or you think about something, or you just share with your mother and she motivates you? How it is, like, there is something, inner work you do in terms of like giving yourself a pep talk.
So initially, I used to be very scared, and that affected my performance. I used to stop in the middle of the race sometimes, or I've failed many times during competitions. But my coach, he always supported me, even though I did not perform my best. And my mom was always there, so she also continuously pushed me to like keep on participating, even if it gets hard. And before competitions, I usually listen to podcasts or like motivational videos, which helped me a bit. So that's one thing.
So now मैं I just want to add here, वैभवी ने जैसे बताया कि उसके कोच ने और उसके पेरेंट्स ने, स्पेशली हर मदर, सपोर्टेड हर whenever if she used to fail also initially, तो उसको मोटिवेट किया. तो मैं ये मैसेज सब पेरेंट्स के लिए यहाँ पे देना चाहती हूँ कि चाहे आपका बच्चा सक्सेसफुल हो रहा है, जो भी वो एफर्ट कर रहा है या नहीं, अप्रिशिएट द एफर्ट, motivate them, don't shout at them or don't tell them that you can't do anything and you are just a failure. Because everyone who now, she is an achiever, she has done lot of great things in terms of athletic, in terms of playing footballs. But initially she also struggled, in terms of not able to complete it. But her coach and her mother never gave up on her, and of course she herself also never gave up on her. So keep on motivating your kids, appreciate their efforts, don't make them feel small, that okay, you can't do things. So now next is like photography. What kind of photography you like, Vaibhavi, when you say it's your hobby?
So I usually click photographs of like architecture
Okay.
and sceneries. That's what I'm focusing on right now. But I definitely want to improve my techniques and skills in photography more.
Okay, you are more towards still photography, right? Still
Right.
lens. Okay. So, and any any quotation or motivation, quotations or some line you read which keeps you going, which makes you rolling. Sometimes everyone has a ups and downs, so there are certain things which motivates you. So any quotation you relate to and you want to share it to the audience so that they also get inspired.
So I have read a lot of quotes, but I don't really remember any quote by heart. But someone this year told me to follow something which really helped me, which was to stop obsessing over others' opinions, because that's only gonna like stop you from growing and doing something which you really enjoy. So that's what I've been trying to follow this year. It does get difficult at times, but it really helps you grow and
Yeah. Yeah, stand for your own
yeah.
opinion, whether it means standing alone also. I know it is sometimes taxing when you are alone, because every sometime you start doubting your own self also. Uh, I mean, whatever I'm doing is right or no, but yes, you should stand. That's a amazing, you know, quote. I also like it, and I also go by that. I started my journey pretty late. You started like at such a young age. So I wonder when you will be of our age, you will be a big achiever. I'm pretty sure. Vaibhavi, thank you so much for joining in, and it was such a amazing experience interacting with you. I have also learned a lot of things from you, because at this age you are inspiring others and doing so much for yourself and for the society. That's amazing. And I must say that you know your mother is also doing a great job by supporting you. So thank you so much, and keep on spreading love, keep on growing blissfully. And that's it. With this note, I would say bye to you.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye.